to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
What time it is, man? It is the Bottom of the Bottle show. This is Saturday Night Live, man. How we do it? You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Jayyywalkintha3rd. That's my co-host, Carolina Dirt. What's going on with you, player?
Another Saturday. Glad it's the weekend.
It's kind of rough out there in the world right now, man. You saw that shit that happened in Buffalo?
No, I ain't see those.
Somebody not far from the arena opened fire out there. There's a mass shooting in Milwaukee and a mass shooting in Buffalo in a grocery store. So
yeah, they had
it's going crazy outside right now, man. I just want to take a little time, like we always do in situations like this, is to give a moment of silence for the people affected by these two tragic shooters. All right, we back at it, man. Look, it's crazy, man. What you got going on?
Had nothing. I was going to add to that. They had a little 6-year-old in Orangeburg get killed in a drive-by this morning or last night.
It's sad that we gotta add this shit like that.
Yeah, it's getting. They had a little boy in Irmo Middle School this week right here get caught with a handgun. It was he didn't have any intentions, but they heard he had it on him, so they went ahead and locked the school down.
Man.
So
it's gun craze to get a gun. Yeah, man.
It's
almost easier to get a gun than to have sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I looked on it and I gotta relook it up, but Colombia is ranked like number 2nd in the nation for stolen firearms. And they said the main reason is because people are leaving their guns in the car unlocked.
Yeah. That's just wild shit. I mean, with as many guns as on the street right now, you'd be hard pressed to get them off the street. I remember a few years ago in a regular ass town, I think it was Pageland, South Carolina. They run up on a dude and he got a semi-trailer full of weapons. End up being like 35,000 firearms. No exaggeration.
That's crazy. That's
like,
crazy.
What one person need to be in control of that?
One man shouldn't have all that power. Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we normally try to come on here and make light of what's going on, but you can't ignore the fact that it's the Wild Wild West outside right now, man. Everybody mad at something, and everybody think they right about the shit that they mad at. You know what I'm saying? So we say all of that to say, be careful in your endeavors in your everyday, life. Keep your head on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know.
Well, you want to hit first call?
First call, shit. More relaxing. A bobby pin in the ear or busting bubble wrap?
Bubble wrap. I bust bubble wrap 5 days a week at work. So I done stomped on it. I done had the big ones, the small ones. I done stomped on it, squeezed on it, twisted it, cut it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That bobby pin in the ear make you tap your foot. You know what I'm talking about? That's a good feeling. Italian or Mexican food?
They both rank high for me. I go with Italian. I'm a pasta eater. That's probably my problem now. I'm so big. I love my pasta.
For sure. Harder to play, football or rugby?
I'll say football, probably because I love football. And rugby, you don't have to deal with the pads and shit. But I know every sport has the things about it that makes it hard. But I'm just gonna say football because all the pads that you gotta wear.
Yeah, you can lose 20 pounds in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Would you rather gamble with dice or cards?
Cards. I'd rather gamble with cards. It's a higher chance you're gonna lose, but it's a higher chance you're gonna win.
That money go way too quick with dice.
Yeah.
That money is moving. My last one. Would you rather have the power of Thanos or the intelligence of Iron Man? An asset.
I'll take Thanos. Thanos talk like Big Rube. I've been watching Big Rube. Thanos always got something to say why he doing it. And it sound intelligent and make you root for the bad guy because you like, you know what, that shit do make sense, man.
I mean, he was only the man with the Infinity Stone, so I feel you on that though. But that's my 5.
All right. If you was in gymnastics, what would be your event?
The vault. I ain't doing no high bar and I ain't doing no rings. It's either gonna be the vault or floor exercise.
I don't know. That vault, boy, them boys be getting. I know they 40 time be like 5-6 seconds. And that sounds slow, but that's
25
fast.
yards.
Yeah.
No, that's just like 25 yards.
All right. Matter of fact, we'll keep it on that. We'll do shot put a discus.
I don't have the coordinate. Well, that's the hammer. Discus.
All right. We're gonna do we'll do cross country. Let's say you run a mile, or you got to run hurdles in the 400.
Again, coordination coming to play. I'm gonna have to take that long ride. I'm gonna have to run the mile.
All right. I saw
best shape of my life. I can't run no hurdles.
I saw Trick Daddy saying you don't put milk in grits. So what you put in your grits?
I don't put milk in grits. I boil with water. You know what I'm saying? I put butter in. So some margarine, some butter, some margarine, a little salt to taste. You know what I'm saying? I'm a savory grits dude. Yeah. If I want sweet, I eat oatmeal.
Boiled eggs or scrambled eggs?
Both have their merit.
Yeah.
Drunk, scrambled. The way I probably should eat them, boiled.
All right. And this is going to be my bonus. Give me your off-the-wall order at the Waffle House. Just some off the wall.
Ain't nothing. All that shit is fair game. This Waffle House.
Now my homeboy, he get his hash browns with everything, all the way the chili, the cheese, he get it everything put on. That's off the wall to me.
I had done everything except for the gravy. You shouldn't have gravy and goddamn chili on nothing. Nothing about that sound like it's the win.
Yeah.
Gravy and chili. Yeah, you tempting the gods, cuz you trying to get somebody to come get you.
Man, I tried it my homeboy way, and I called the Lord. I asked him to help me because my stuff was rumbling. I was hurtful. Yeah. All right, that was first call.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's like weird, man. I'm trying to be in a good mood. I'm kind of under the weather myself. I don't know if the sinuses got to me or not, but if I got stuffy nose, running nose, looking like Roscoe in the morning when I wake up. Shit crazy.
Yeah, they so I was reading the whole Young Thug and the Gunner shit, and they were just talking about, in general, they were talking about all these rappers getting locked up. And Bobby Shmurda said you got to stay about your hood. And then I heard he did say that, and I heard Turk from the Hot Boys. They asked him about it, and he made a valid point. He said, "Don't say shit." He said, "You pay your lawyer for a reason." He said, when you out here telling your side of the story, you think it's nothing important, but the prosecutors and all that are listening to what you say, and they're gonna use that against you.
I mean, rap used to be a news report. You could find out what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, since everybody is a clout chaser, you know what I'm saying? You know, once upon a time when we was young, nobody was supposed to know you was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? So now that it's become, I mean, let's be real, that shit pop culture now. It don't mean nothing that you sell drugs. Everybody sell drugs. Prescription drugs, holistic drugs, marriage reefers, everything. People do that and they don't look like nobody. I can go get some weed and some pills from a white dude the same as I can a black dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing. Like they're using a platform. Like some people say, why are you still in the streets if you're making all this money? But
You
then,
making too much money.
and then somebody else made a comment. They probably doing that for the loyalty of the hood. Like some people take that loyalty to the hood too far. As far as you got a dude you can't take on the road with you and pay him, so you just give him some money, but really you financing him because you can't take him on the road.
Again, why even be that close?
I mean, if that's your day one, if that's one of your day ones,
But your day one needs to understand
yeah,
the more I'm clean, the more money I can make for us. You know what I'm saying? If you take me down, who gonna provide for you? If I'm that dude,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be that close, man. And it's an old story. Like you ain't cool no more. You gotta remove yourself if you want the money. You can either want the money or you can want to be in the street, but you can't have both.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. They're trying to juggle both, especially with COVID, because a lot of these people didn't get them shows. They wasn't getting them 5,000 walkthroughs. The younger, the rappers that get the game, they're not getting those 5,000 walkthroughs through the clubs or depending on how much you into.
I can't feel but a certain amount of sorry for you because you put a $20 million diamond in your forehead. You stupid son of a bitch. Like, come on, man. I can't justify that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say COVID was hard times and some of these people is just out here acting like they got all the money in the world.
Yeah, but that refer and then that pays it forward to the fact that these rappers dying broke.
Yeah, a lot of these athletes and prominent people or people that you think are rich, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't rich. Some of them people just doing all right.
And some, and some of them ain't even doing that. They making it seem like they doing all right.
Right. You're right.
So I guess the thing is they're teaching us the ball. Regardless, I think society is trying to teach us the ball, but in reality, balling lasts longer than a moment.
I don't even know what you call it. I think balling is the problem. Like we all laughed at Bow Wow because we know he rich. He didn't have to take no picture by no goddamn private plane.
Yeah.
Like we know. Anybody that thought that he was broke because he took the picture is an idiot. He just made a bad choice.
So speaking of Bow Wow, what you think about him saying he don't credit JD?
That's just stupid. That's just stupid.
He said Snoop made his career, not JD.
Snoop created the buzz to start his career. Who knows what kind of lunatic Bow Wow would have been if he stayed on death row all that time?
But was he really on death row? Or was he affiliated with death row? That's the question.
I don't know, but if you don't give the credit to JD and you give the credit to Snoop, meaning you would have wanted your career to be in that arena. So what happens when Snoop has problems and he ain't cool with Suge no more like it went? It's like it's that other dimension type shit. If he would have went left instead of right, who knows what kind of person he would have been.
Well, then he would have been happy with JD, which he was.
He should have been. Made a lot of money.
But that shows you what society do. They turn their back on people who really helped him. Like in 30 years, he might do something, a documentary, and say, "I really want to thank JD for taking me under his wing." Because, like you said, if he was affiliated or signed with Death Row and stuck around Death Row, he wouldn't have been the star he was. He was crossover star.
Or he would have had to do some crazy shit to be a star.
Well, you see what happened when he went to Cash Money? Nothing.
Because nobody believed him. JD had already created the right persona for him. Just from a business standpoint, cut and dry, I bring you a product. I say, make my product the most popular product in the world. JD did that.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
JD
agree.
did that.
But he tried to say he's not in the same realm as the people from the game, whatever the TV show is, Chris Cross. He said he was different. He was already somewhat established.
That nigga was 4.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. People say the shit that they say, and at the end of the day, if they believe it, that's what matters, I guess.
Like, no, because then people pull your card, now you're on social media barking at everybody.
Man.
Because people fact checking you.
And people are going to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he was broke, that would be the story, not him taking a picture by a private plane. That was just that was stupid. Like, everybody know you got money. It's okay.
What they say is level to the brokenness. Are you broke because you only pulling in $30,000 a month? That's a lot for us, but that might be broke for an entertainer.
Oh, indeed.
Because especially with him having a baby, you bring in $30,000 a month, but then your child support $4,000 a month.
I mean, but he in syndication on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got checks.
Yeah, but BT wasn't paying him that much for 106 and Park, whatever it was, for a little bit.
I'm talking about CBS.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about he was one of them. Nobody, yeah. BET probably gave that man 2 ham sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, his lifestyle ain't being broke rich and being broke regular is 2 different brokenesses.
I'd rather be Bow broke than a lot of other brokes. If Bow is broke, I'll be his broke. Shit.
I mean, you done been that way. He ain't never been that way. You got to think about it. He been in the game since he was 4.
Like I said, people say stuff just to hear themselves talk a lot of times. Since you brought it up.
Oh, that was it?
I mean, that's all I got for it.
Oh, well.
That's all I got for it.
The other thing, so we're going to run through because we didn't talk about the whole Chris Paul shit with the family, just the family aspect.
If he would have beat that fan underneath some seats, he'd have been right. He'd have been right as rain.
Somebody said they need to have a mouse in the palace to teach these fans a lesson.
They don't know. They don't know how real it can get. Cuz. Like I said, you got the best athletes in the world. And while they might not fight each other, they gonna hurt you on accident.
Exactly. They're talking about basketball players can't fight, but an average motherfucker sitting in the stands can't fight neither. All they gotta do is connect you one time.
They got them Jermaine O'Neal shadow punch, that Johnny Cage punch he did.
Hey, make that man light flash before his eyes. But I'm just saying, like, they do need some type of like, the only thing they can do with basketball is put the shit up like hockey.
And but that's what they're gonna end up doing.
But they need that fan interaction from, falling in the crowd, because now how you gonna protect the basketball player when he's diving for the ball?
Like I said, if you the right type of motherfucker, they might put 3 rows before they put up the goddamn window.
Shit, Shaq dove into the 4th row. Shaq dove into the 4th row.
Oh well, yeah, that's true too. So they would have those first 5 rows, and that's mostly where the shit come from. They can't really hear nobody up top.
Yeah.
I don't know what they would do. It's tough.
And then it's like, do you treat the college and high schools the same way, or is it just an NBA thing, or is it the NBA, not the NBDL?
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, any kind of spectator sport, the fans should have nothing to do and no impact on what's going on the court.
They shouldn't.
They
But
should not be able to affect the court.
They shouldn't.
Outside of cheering.
Yeah, but that's what also gives them the whole, like, there's like a highlight reel on YouTube of fan and player interaction, like down in the crowd eating the popcorn. I forgot what NBA player, he went and sat on the, like, he was down for the ball and drunk somebody's beer, which I don't understand how he didn't get a tech for that. That was years ago. That was a long time ago.
I want to say that was Ron Artest. That sounds like some Ron Artest shit.
Yeah, how you gonna drink the beer while you down in the crowd? But I think in the NBA,
he bought him another. No, that was LeBron. That was LeBron.
He
bought him another drink.
And then what? Jason Williams ate the popcorn. So I just think the NBA has that uniqueness of being one-on-one with the fans in more ways than one.
It's getting more dangerous. I don't know. Like I said, you're not going to be able to explain to me that somebody hurt my wife or my kid while I was working. And I'm there. I work in the same place you got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever they like. That lady, that security guard in Minnesota,
yeah,
that motherfucker was a ninja in his past life. They say a samurai or something.
They say either they must have already heard they were going to do, or that person was a repeat offender. Whatever it was, they said that, like, they knew, because if you look at it real slow, when she sat down, she looked at him. Like, she already knew they were about to do something.
Right.
And then dove on him.
Whatever it was, that's the quickest takedown I've seen outside of UFC.
Yeah. I wonder how much she getting paid a game. Like, if she getting like $50 a game, I wouldn't have dove on her.
Shit. But you never know, because now motherfucker got a suicide vest on. You don't know what you're doing.
That's another thing. Like, you could have dove on them. They had a little shank in their pocket like the Dave Chappelle shit, and stab yourself.
Yeah, like the whole that shit. Like, people got to understand you deserve what you get. The type of energy that you bring gonna get you a result. The unfortunate thing is black people suffer from that result most of the time. But if that man got his ear stomped off, if his ear came off his head, that was his fucking fault, and he should have to pay the cost for that.
I agree. Michael Blackson was talking to Shannon Sharp. Yeah, and he was saying he think it was staged on the part of the person, as far as, I think they said it was like 3 shows. And he was saying he think he timed it just well where everybody was relaxed and wouldn't have paid attention, because it was like one of those ins and outs.
He said it was after the actual show that was getting ready to close out.
Yeah. But you got to be an asshole of a jerk.
Pretty much.
But how much is
nothing? That's kind of like, that's like coming in my living room. That's like, it's a spring day. I got my door open and you hop through the screen door. I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you, cuz.
Which has happened, but that kind of go back to the Bow Wow shit. You doing this shit for social media? You doing this shit for fame? Like, what is it worth?
Kids do.
But what is it worth?
Kids do. It is worth a chicken wing. I kept looking at that arm like that don't go like that, cuz.
Yeah. And Dave Chappelle said, I'm gonna watch him beat his ass.
Right. That's where Dave messed up. He went back and caught it. When he was like John, because he said big names. Yeah. Jamie Foxx, Jon Stewart, Busta Rhymes was stomping that motherfucker. He took that shit back quick as hell.
Well, you see, Jamie walked out. Jamie walked out at the end to check on him. But like you said, and we talked about it earlier, the whole Mike Tyson shit, like all that shit is going together. So at my workplace, I'm getting attacked, and on the plane on my leisure time, I'm getting attacked.
That's what I'm saying. At a certain point, you did something to get punched in the face. You should get punched in the face, and you shouldn't even be able to sue about it.
Well, that's the thing. Some of them gonna try to sue about that shit.
All of them gonna try to sue.
Well, they already said for the Mike Tyson shit, they were like, they ain't pressing no charges. I don't even know why you got to come out and say that.
They all gonna try to sue. Pressing charges ain't got nothing to do with being sued. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like you said before about these athletes, man, these people train all their life, and you think you just gonna walk up to them and conduct yourself
I'm not an athlete. I'm a regular dude, and you are too, cuz there is an asshole move that you'll beat a motherfucker up for, and you'll deal with the consequences, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like they should make a rule. If you did something, if you put your fucking hand in the fire and you got burnt, that is not fire fault.
It's not.
And stop rewarding people for doing that stupid shit.
And I think and it might be up to the people. Like, I think they should be able to sue the people. Like, if Mike Tyson wanted to sue Buddy for scratching his hand, I think he should be able to do it.
Right.
Like, if he scratched his hand, busting your ass up, I think he should be able to sue for the scratch on his hand.
And he could. He very well could.
I mean, the cops do it. If you mess up their uniform, they gonna say you assaulted police or whatever it is, or destruction of police property.
Yeah, man. It's like I say, when you look at the world, the state of the world, be alert when you're in public places, man. You know what I'm saying? People's body language will let you know a lot of times. Like, when you look at somebody, be like, that motherfucker having a bad day or something ain't quite right. Not being funny, that's just the way you see somebody in the gas station, walking up to the school, whatever. So sometimes, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, if you ain't saying, hey, what's up, you ain't got no reason to stare at motherfuckers. Like, if you don't really know them, you have no reason. Like, I got a car the other day, and somebody was coming out of an establishment, and they just looked at me. And I'm looking back. I don't know you. And then when I get inside, they're like, you look like somebody I knew. Like, they tried to explain why there was some. Yeah. But there's times, like you saying, there's people, they not saying that. They just staring.
Right. I have walked into places, restaurants, gas stations, and not like somebody energy code, walk right back out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about spin.
I do that. Matter of fact, if I see you sitting in front of, like, the food line or whatever, I don't care if you selling something, just standing there. I'll walk in the other direction because I already know I don't like that energy.
Right. It's like I said, it lend for these people, for the good people out there that fuck with us, man. Keep your collar up, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes open. Pay attention to your surroundings, cuz I don't know what's going on in the world no more, cuz like it's certain. I never thought I'd get to that age. That's some shit my parents used to say when we was young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you said, we always say keep your head on the swivel, but there's difference between keeping your head on the swivel and looking for the altercation.
Indeed.
Some people look for the altercation, and then it escalates too quickly. And then there's keep your head on the swivel where you just trying to get home. My whole thing is I'm going home. So did you see the little boy with the whip? I posted it in our Facebook group.
Went up to the black people door.
Yeah, man. With a whip.
Again, people losing their mind. Because the whole video is they went over there to check that little kid father, and that white dude pulled out a gun and shot. I ain't gonna say he shot in their direction. But that was some bullshit, and he should be arrested. He should be in jail now. Whenever that video happened, he should have been in jail that night.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on my phone to see if he ended up going to jail, but he came to the door with the gun.
Right.
And then he tried to deny it. Like the black people, the black couple are trying to do it right. Like, the neighbors have videotape of your son destroying our car.
Right.
He was like, the father went over there and said, I just want you to come look at it. And the white dude walked out the door with aggression.
Right.
And his defense was, I don't like the way you came here. I don't like the way you came up here.
Right.
Like, he knocked on your door. He didn't whip your door.
You came over here with the bullshit already.
Yeah, like your son came to my house, my front door with a whip. A black person, a little white boy come to your house with a whip and is whipping at your door and knocking on your door. there is consequences and repercussions. Somebody said they should sit their dog on his ass. I don't know if they had a dog. That was just the comments.
It's scary because you try to be, again, this is black folks trying to be reasonable. You know what I'm saying? They'll have it look like in the media that we not reasonable, that we always lead with aggression. That man and his wife walked over there and knocked on his door to address him about something. They didn't yell from across the street. They ain't tell him he better do nothing. They walked all the way to his door. If it was me, I might have grabbed your kid and drug him back to your house.
Yeah.
And he might have shot me.
And when the black dude was talking with him and the white dude were going at it, the white dude gonna say, "Get off my plant." Whatever, I don't know the name of the plant. He was like, "Get off my plant." So the black dude did everything he could do respectfully. He walked through his driveway. He didn't cut through his grass. He did knock on his door with a little bit of force, but that's anybody. I'm mad.
Bro, you fucked up my car.
You fucked up my car. And his house wasn't small, so I'm gonna say you might have been in the back, so I gotta knock extra hard. And you gonna come to the door with a gun and actually end up pulling the trigger. I don't care if you point at the ground, you actually pulled the trigger.
That's what I'm saying. Now I can't live there. Now I can't live there. Because if you think you the only one got a gun, we can make this the OK Corral, motherfucker.
But you're not gonna leave. You got too much pride to up and move. So what are you gonna do? You say you can't live there. What's your options?
Oh no, he going to jail. He going to jail every time he left. Every time he calls right side of the goddamn middle marker of the road, his ass going to jail.
We gonna
We gonna play the white folks game. I'm gonna call the police on you for nothing, nigga. I'm gonna call the police on you. You better not never look at me. I do the same shit that they would do to us.
All right. So what? How do you discipline the little white boy in that regard? What's the discipline for the white boy?
You can't. They did what they were supposed to do. They did what they were supposed to do. You can't put your hands on nobody kid.
True.
Because that will justify him pulling out his gun and doing what he did. You know what I'm saying? So you can't discipline nobody kids no more.
Well, how does
I can play the same game that you play. I bet that.
But because people are saying, well, like I said, it's fresh. So some of the comments are he is taught that, and obviously he feels comfortable, and his dad feels comfortable. So is that something you fight for? You fight for the court to do something with the child as far as education, like the dad do community service and have to take the child to community service or whatever? Or
I don't give a fuck what he do with his kid. You responsible for that kid. I'm leaning on your ass.
Yeah, but shit, he'd probably be if he hadn't got locked up yet. Like I said, I don't know the updates on it because it's hitting social media crazy. But let's say he's not locked up. Let's say he's not locked up. He never left his property.
He had to go to jail, cuz. He had to go to jail. He might be out, but he had to go.
What's he going for?
Firing a motherfucker, yeah.
Firing a weapon in
a neighborhood, in a public place. Would nobody threaten him? Them people was walking away when he fired that shot. They was already walking away.
But he can say he felt threatened. Which he's gonna say.
Kiss my ass. I hope the biggest, blackest man, I hope somebody beat the shit out of his son, cuz.
Well, I think that's what
he hope like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what he tried to say when he came to the door, talking about your son jumped my son. But where do you get a whip from? Where did a little boy get a whip from?
We don't know that whip. It could have been a fishing pole. It could have been a bamboo pole.
It could have been.
Know it was a whip.
I don't know it was a whip. Hey, that shit was snapping though. Every time he hit that bitch was snapping.
Either way, I'm knocking on that door. You fired the shot, so you let me know what you into. Don't make me meet you at your door with a gun. That's it. You let me know what it is now.
So you got a family. So what do you tell your kids? Like if you got kids of the same age. What do you tell
I
your
tell
kids?
my kids, don't you never fuck with anybody's property. You don't own shit. Don't you never fuck with nobody's property. And if you do something that warrants a consequence, you're going to catch that consequence. And if anybody put their hands on you, you come get me. The rules don't change, man. Those are the rules as they've been. You know what I'm saying? Like years and years ago, yeah, everybody would kick your ass because everybody knew you. You know what I'm saying? Now you got families that don't even get along, huh? So ain't nobody taking your kids on. Life is hard enough with your own kids.
So do you tell your child that's in the same grade as him or in the same school as him to keep
I
your head
say
on the swivel?
keep your head on the swivel and box that bitch off. Box him off if he do something stupid. I got your back, but don't you do it unless he do something to you. And that line is wavering because I got pride. It might not take as much for me to agree that he boxed him off for a good reason.
Yeah.
He bumped you in the hallway. Don't let him bump you in the hallway again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
of course.
Yeah.
As
It
they
might
say
not take that much.
As they say, you ain't nobody punching bag, and that punching bag is a metaphor for a lot of shit. So we'll go on to time capsule with get your top 5. We'll bring it back. We'll go top 5 villains. We'll bring that one back. Just one ain't a drunken versus. We'll do top 5 villains.
Top 5 villains.
Or any villains. You be any villains. Give me 5 villains.
Charles from Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Oh man, hold on real quick. Man, that dude still gets slapped. Like that's one of those you play the role too well.
He played it too well. He played it too well. He always gonna be a villain on my list. He was wild. On some superhero shit, Bane.
Bane was a great villain.
The Joker.
Great villain.
That's just me going, quickly off the top how I'm feeling. Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
The new Joker is dope too. But it's like we don't know where the new Joker gonna go. The new Joker has the potential to outplay Heath Ledger. But Heath Ledger's a motherfucker. That's 3. The Germans from the first Die Hard. Hans. And the Fratellis from the Goonies.
Yeah. The Fratellis. I'll go the light-skinned dude from the program, the second running back. That did like Omar Epps. I'll go him.
Yeah.
I'll go Remy from High Learning, Michael Rappaport.
That's solid.
I'll go damn, but my mind went blank. Right when you said the fatalities, that threw me off. I had a gangster one. I'll go, man, fuck around. I'll go Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird a villain, bro.
Tweety wasn't no villain, cuz.
Tweety was a
villain.
Tweety Bird was a villain. Tweety Bird was a villain.
He was fucking Sylvester up.
Yeah, man. Who else a good villain? I'll say Show Enough. Show Enough was a good villain.
They need to redo. Okay, go ahead and finish it. We're gonna come back to that.
Well, speaking of that, I actually just asked somebody about Show Enough the other day about redoing Last Dragon. Would it be worth it? But hold on, and then I'll go the 3 brothers from House Party.
Oh yeah,
All three of them
Those
niggas.
are
They was
solid.
old. Yeah, those all
Honor-
old.
Honorable mentions: The Big Worm.
That's who. When you said fraternity, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Big Worm and Debo.
Yeah,
Those are two good villains.
yeah.
And it's hard to put two villains in the same movie that ain't like a comic book or superhero shit.
Well, you can go Big Worm, then the Mexicans, the brothers, Little Joker, Big Joker,
Across the series.
yeah.
Series, yeah.
In the same movie. Remember Big
Debo
Worm?
wasn't. Oh yeah, Debo was in the last one. Debo was in the last one with the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 5 for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, who you casting as Show Enough?
Bustle. Oh man, I didn't really think about that one. It had to be somebody younger but old with a good physique, but can act. Got some height. You got to have some height. You got to be over 6 foot. Shit. And you actually got to know martial arts to a certain extent.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Show Enough didn't know. Show Enough learned all his karate from the TV.
And watching Japanese animation. Watching Japanese animations. Shit. I don't know. Truthfully.
I would give it to, not based off of look, but I know they could make the character up.
Yeah. What's the name? Fuck that up.
Like Jamie Foxx and them is too old, so we got to come down.
Yeah. What's the name? Fuck that up though.
Who?
Kendrick. Because Kendrick did that shit. They can make anybody look like anybody now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he would.
But
go ahead.
God damn it! I just had it in my head. Because you got it, like you said, old but not young, but not old.
Yeah. And they gotta have some height. Because Show Enough wasn't that big, but they made him look big. You know what I'm saying?
No, he was tall. He was tall.
Yeah.
Slink.
Who?
Slink. Black Jesus.
I had to look that up.
Black Jesus, you don't remember on Cartoon Network?
Yeah, I remember the TV show, but I gotta
the
see
dude
the
that
look.
played Black Jesus. He could be Show Enough.
So who gonna play
Bruce Leroy?
Yeah.
DC could play. DC too little.
He too little.
I say DC could play Show Enough.
No, he too little.
He too little.
They'll probably have to pull somebody that's not well known. They really have to cast that. But they got to be kind of light-skinned.
Clayton from 85 South could play him. Because he's
too
tall.
Yeah, I think Clayton too tall.
No, man. I'm telling you, go back and look at Last Dragon. Show Enough was at least 6'2".
Yeah.
He was Candyman. Shit.
Well,
no, that's not the same dude. Either way, Show Enough at least 6'2".
So who play what's his name? What, Apollonia? Who plays Apollonia?
You got any number of good looking women. You could stick a Cardi B in there. I don't know if I want to listen to her be that. You could stick Sweetie. You can stick a Sweetie in there.
Shit. Yeah. I guess
I just think there's a lot of good black movies that can be remade and remade well.
Give me three. Now. Give me three real quick. And then we can close
it out.
That's gonna be hard, but yeah.
Cooley
I got
High.
one. Yep.
Soldier Story.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a hard one.
I mean, there's some good young actors that they could It's an ensemble cast. They could do that. And across 110th Street. Yeah. Across 100. They already did Superfly.
Because you said a soda store, I go Cadence. I
They
go
can redo Cadence.
I go to Warriors.
Oh man.
And I'll go something that's classic. Something that's classic. I see they do. I don't want.
All the shits with Jayyywalker, Blue Beneath Farnsworth. Let's do it again with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier.
I had Bustin' Loose. I had like Bustin' Loose.
Bustin' Loose, Brewster's Millions.
That's
Toy.
Yeah, Brewster Million and Toy. I was talking about Toy a couple weeks ago. So Brewster Million and Toy, I put them as a tie, but I'll go Cadence and the Warriors.
The Warriors would be tough to do because of the way gangs used to be. Like gangs ain't like that now. You know how many motherfuckers gonna die in that movie?
So do you keep it in New York? Do you keep it in do you keep because a lot of times they like to change the scenery. Do you keep it in New York?
I think you probably just because of the way the city is set up, yeah. You got to get across all these boroughs because you way out your way.
But when they talk about redoing Scarface, they try to move from Cuba to Mexico. That's what I'm saying. They try to change the scenery up on certain movies when they remake them now.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a lot of good movies. Since nobody's making any new content anyway, if you're going to remake something, The Last Dragon should be first. Last Dragon would hit super hard right now.
Who directs it? Buddy from Panther, from Black Panther.
I give him a shot because then he gonna have a budget, yeah. But it's a comedy, so you need somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who gonna give you that feel. Like Black Dynamite, the dude that did Black Dynamite, I would give it a shot. I don't know, man. If you get me in the room with the right people, I feel like I can get some of this shit done. Well, I can explain it. I can cast it. I just can't buy it. I can't fund it.
You know what we doing? We doing this platform. We encourage people to do stuff. So
Michael Jai White too old to be shown enough, but he a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he a bad motherfucker. Wesley
too old to be shown enough.
Yeah, he's too old. But like I say, when they remake him, they don't put him as the same shit as we know. They change certain shits.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the looseness of the characters. Like you could tell a different story as far as the Queen of the Dance TV show. You know what I'm saying? But the main characters got to be there.
Yeah, I think from now on, I'm gonna start looking at people now. When I go watching TV shows, I'll be thinking, man, you can play The Last Dragon.
Yeah, bro, I watch a lot of movies like that because I watch a lot of entertainment.
You put Tony Jaa in it. You put Tony Jaa in it.
Which one is Tony Jaa?
No, Tony Jaa is the actor now. He would play the big brother. Remember the big brother, the Asian dude, and then he had the little brother.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tony Jaa too old, but he looked young.
Yeah. Nah, you know who I would do it? You know who I would get to do it? Jordan Peele. From Key and Peele. Because he could do the action and the funny.
Nah, that'd be dope. We get a buddy from the Equalizer to do the action, Jordan Peele to do the write-up. Like you got to mix it up. I think so. It could be a classic. You got to make sure the action scenes are just as good as what's written, and vice versa. Because the classic
balance it up.
Yeah, I think that's the point of like the problem with remakes. Sometimes one of them is better than the other. Instead of making sure both of them are good.
Sound like a plan to me, man. Look, that hour went by pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Pretty quick. Thank y'all for bearing with us while we get through this shit, man. It don't always be gravy, but we try to bring, you know, what's real conversation up to the plate, man. So it's the final call, bro. What you got for the people?
Um,
The last call.
yeah, last call. Support yourself. Support others. You can't support others till you support yourself. Whatever you got to do to get your mind right, that is productive. Just do it. And as I say, networking is a superpower. So do it. Network to put yourself a step ahead. You got to have your mind right to network. And if you network, you get your foot a step ahead, depending on what you're trying to do in life. But networking is key, man. You got people out here getting jobs that they're not qualified because they know how to network or they know people
They just
that know how to network.
talk.
Yeah, so make sure you network, man. I always say network is a superpower. That's gonna be that's my saying. Networking is a superpower, man. So get your mind right because it's tough times. It's tough times. So get your mind right and please network. That should have saved you when you ain't got $1. Networking to help you. If you got $100 million, you've already been networking. If you network, you probably get $105 million. So network, please.
Yeah, man. Don't be one of them people. For me, don't be one of them people that deserve to get punched in the face, man. Stay out of people's way. Be safe. Pay attention to your surroundings. Um, Everything ain't all bad, but shit don't be all good either. That's why y'all come here and fuck with us, man. We gonna give y'all what we can give y'all. We gonna give you the real. We gonna give you the funny. We just gonna always be the type of motherfuckers that just keep it 100, as they say. I want y'all to share this shit, like it, subscribe it, comment. Tell us we doing something good. Tell us we doing something fucked up. I don't care. I just want to hear from y'all. That's it, man. It's Saturday Night Live, and we signing off. Everybody be easy. Have a good night.